Hi everyone, it's Evelyn Sanchez again, caregiver of my mom, Martina Vega. Just sharing some information that might be valuable to future or current caregivers. Well, today was an okay day. I was able to administer medication which she totally doesn't want to take anymore. She doesn't want to take any medicine because she feels that she is okay. She feels that she doesn't need help with her catheter. She says that everyone's trying to kill her, mainly me, that I take everyone's side but hers. Kind of sad, especially when you are raised to obey and respect parents. That's our main goal as child in all our life. Even as adults, we are manufactured to not tell our parents what to do or to go against what they say. So that was one of the hardest things I found in dealing with my mom with dementia, that everything she said to me was law. So when she had this disease, I had to kind of go against everything she said, and that was very hard. I'm a more laid back person, and I like people to take their own decisions in what they do. So that was one of the hardest things for me to do, override what she said. And at the beginning of her dementia, I think she suffered way longer than when she was diagnosed. She would tell me things and I would do thorough investigation. I would question people, and my questioning was not to prove her wrong, but to prove her right. Everything she said, it to me was what really happened, because I wasn't trained to not believe her, not believe what she said, not trust her. That was always what I was supposed to do. Everything she said, that's what I believed. So everything she told me, from people going from the wall and pushing the wall towards my bed, so even that I thought was the truth, because I would never disbelieve what my mom said. So all the hallucinations that occurred for many years, I thought they were actually happening until she was telling me that the people next door were doing such horrible things at night. So I actually went next door, asked the people to let me look at their room and see what's going on. They say they're asking me what's wrong with this woman, but I did that, and I explained it to my mom that nothing was happening. But still in the back of my head, I thought something was happening. So I used to go to these people's door and put my head and try to listen in to what's going on. But they were very respectful, very hardworking people, and very, and I knew this, but I didn't want to disbelieve my mom, which was the hardest. That's why we didn't diagnose her earlier, because I was under the impression that what she was saying was true. Messy hair, I'm sorry. I don't get to do my hair much. But another thing that broke the camel's back, everything that brought everything to light, was that she started to sing. She was singing Christian music and saying, "Look, the ladies are singing it with me." And that's what that's when I said, no, I have to protect her a little further. So I brought her into my home, and in my home she was saying that people were transmitting information through the, at this point I knew something was serious, She said somebody was transmitting information through the air. And then one day, you know, I put a bed in my living room at this point because I couldn't leave her in her home alone. So I put her in my living room, and she ran out the house saying that people were trying to kill her. So she ran out the house, and security was able to show me everything she was doing in the building. Thank God she didn't leave the building. She did go down the stairs. I live in the 16th. She went all the way down to the 2nd floor, getting out in a lot of floors and looking at, you know, opening doors, closing doors. She did so many things that were incoherent that at this point I sought further medical help. And you'll be surprised. The simplest things that we take for granted could, you know, burst the bubble for a person that's in their 70s. And that's what happened to my mom. She developed a urinary tract infection, which they call UTI, and this made her go on frenzy. She was very active until, you know, they took her to the hospital, and then she was diagnosed. But thank God, because the diagnosis put a lot of things to light, and it had a name. These hallucinations and this other person I was dealing with, which was my mom, I could attach a name, and then I could research further and see what else I can help with, and that was good. But I'll let you know about my hospital experiences at a later date. But that's how I found out my mom had dementia, and that's how we dealt with it. And, you know, we came to the realization now she's at another stage that she does not want to take medicine, and that's the worst, because my mother suffers from diabetes. She suffers from cholesterol. She has a pacemaker and a defibrillator. My mom has everything that could possibly go wrong with the human body. She has this, and she just refuses to take medication. So I do the crushing medicine inside her food, and I hate it. Listen, if anybody wants to get into a business, a good business, maybe they should make these medicines taste better. They taste horrible. So disguising the medicine is a challenge. Where I'm putting it is the challenge. She loves coffee. For some reason, I'm able to crush in the coffee more than anything. But guess what? It has to be from McDonald's. They closed our McDonald's up for almost a year, so I had to travel so long and bring that McDonald's coffee so that I could crush. And thank God they opened it like 2 months ago or a month ago, and now I could just run downstairs and get my coffee. But anyway, this is my day today. I'm starting to do blogs. I'm not the best at it, so you know, it's gonna be a little raw. Just hope you could subscribe and follow. I'm gonna look a little better. I'm not gonna be so worn out at night, so my hair's gonna probably be done. But this is raw also. You know, dementia is not pretty either. It takes a lot of work, a lot of mental work that we have to do. We have to keep ourselves, we have to think about ourselves a little more and try to discover a little selfishness. And I say this in a good way. You have to take time for yourself. You have to put the husbands aside. You have to put the kids aside. For me, I have to put my grandchildren and my children aside, because you have to be sane. You have to be strong. You can make yourself really sick with this. So you have to really, really take time for yourself. Your favorite word is going to be no. And you're going to become the best lawyer after after this, because everything is about appeals and everything is about fighting. Everything is about juggling. But if you have the right team, and you know how to talk and be humble, but you have to learn how to fight. If you don't know how to fight, get ready, because you're gonna fight judges, you're gonna fight hospitals, you're gonna fight doctors. Don't take no for an answer, and trust me, you'll be a different person after this. God bless everyone. Hope I can give you some more information later on. As I said, I'm very new. I just want everybody to know dementia and know it as how raw it is, because some people can give you information and explain it to you, but you really don't know what it is until you're living it. I'm living it, and I want you to know what it is. It's not really what the diagnosis is, what they put down in paper, but what you have to live as a caregiver, as a community, as a family, even a community, because people see my mom now and they're very nurturing and caring. So, that helps. That helps a lot. And I really am grateful for all of that. But at the end of the night, it's you, the caregiver. The caregiver. Because they do get latched on and attached to you. So, everyone, I'm going to talk very raw as well. I don't have a sketch. But I want to thank everybody for listening. Subscribe, like, and God bless everyone. Have a good night.